Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Lance McCullers Jr.
Well, he's a guy that needs to establish himself, just settle in that first time through the order, be able to command your first pitch, maybe a secondary pitch, and not show too much. That will allow you to get through the order a couple of times before having to turn it over to the bullpen in those middle innings. They're looking for this guy to get through the lineup a couple of times at least, limit some damage, and just keep him in this ball game.
McCullers winds, fires. There's a strike. The 1-2 misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
No, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. Tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Here is Aaron Judge. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Chris Judge has been an exit velocity monster, leading the league in exit velo in 17, 18, 19, 21, and 2022.
Yeah, he makes that hot corner at third base.
Next pitch is downstairs. Bounce to third. Paredes. Judge out on the play. Take a look at the lineup. Bellinger up to hit. First offering misses the mark.
Ball one, no strike.
The line to kick the pitch. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Good eye right there. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Bellinger into second, and he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Ben Rice. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The 1-0. To third, and it stays fair. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Houston, starting on the mound in this one, number 29. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
We go to the bottom of the first, and here comes Carlos Correa. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. The wind and the pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
And that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Chris, Alvarez has turned into one of the best young hitters, maybe one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He's got some of the most raw power in the entire game. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022, and a slugging percentage of .613 and OPS over 1,000.
One and 2 now. In the air, right field. Judge hauls it in, and there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Isaac Paredes now. And first offering is fouled off. Now 1-1. Correa stands at first with one out. Now a screamer into the outfield. Bellinger makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And the right-hander deals. Ball one there. And another ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Astros lead one. They're down 1-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First offering, and it just misses. That's down and in. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 25. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right-hander kicks, deals. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Left field. Harris under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swing and a bouncer. Over to first, and that's an out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Righty delivers. Base hit. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Caught looking his first time up. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. McCullers a move to first. Caballero gets back easily. The 0-1. On the ground to short. They get the force. Out number 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Astros nothing. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. First offering misses the mark. You know, Christian Walker, a guy who had a really successful amateur career. His college ball with the South Carolina Gamecocks. They won the College World Series twice with Walker, and he tied the College World Series record for most career hits with 28. Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Inside, just missed. And he walked him. Next to hit, Cam Smith. There's a strike. Swing, and he popped it up. Rice in position, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And next to hit for Houston, Dustin Harris. Called strike right there. Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball. Walker leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. And a base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third, and he's out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Now move to first. Harris back on a dive. In for a strike. 0-1. Righty to the plate. Base knock right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now at the plate, Bryce Matthews. First and second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air out towards right center. And that should be extra bases. 1 runs in, headed for the plate. He's also in to score, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. They say it went.
0-1 the count.
That's inside. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Caballero sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the inning. But they pick up a pair here. Both coming on this 2-run triple. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. Good eye right there.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Misses off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. (3-2). McCullers trying to finish off the hitter. In the air on the infield. Walker makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus, as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
That's towards center. Matthews gets under it. He makes the grab. 2 away. Cody Bellinger told me a funny story that as he was coming out of the cage one time as a little kid, Derek Jeter said to him, "Hey, you don't swing like your dad at all. You got a pretty good swing." And here is Ben Rice. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The 0-1. Ball. Hot shot to third. Throws to first, and the Yanks go quietly. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. They're down 2-1. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And there's the strike. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next pitch is outside. That one missed. And the righty deals. That's in there. That is strike 2. The punch out there. 1 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
At the plate, Isaac Paredes. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. And that one missing low. Swings through that.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next offering is down low.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and deals. On a line, base hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Man at first with 1 gone. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Gosh, that's just a terrible jump right there off first base. It really cost him. And it wasn't even a great throw, but it still allowed him to slap the tag on him just in time. Boogie looked like it was you running or something. When you get off the blocks that poorly, you've got to be willing to shut it down and get back to first.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
There's the strike. One and two now. Altuve waits. Caught him looking for the K. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The wind of the pitch.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. He did not go around. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That one drifts inside. The pitch. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. That's a little bit low.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Three-two. And that's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, no outs. Number 25 now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stanton, the lead runner at second. Chisholm at first with no outs. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two-0. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Here comes the pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Altuve. Relay to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Digging in, Ryan McMahon. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. 2 outs with a runner at third. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Walker makes the grab, and that'll do it. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Astros 2 and the Yankees 1. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And a pitch. Just missed.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
So next up for Houston, Dustin Harris. In there, and it's 0-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Astros are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Jose Caballero. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And foul ball. And here it comes. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Bounced out to short. Correa over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next pitch is outside. To the right side. Nice grab. Throw to the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Slow roller to third. Gathers and throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Yankees 1. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here is Yainer Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Bryce Matthews up next for the Astros. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Ball 1, no strikes. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Bellinger ranging back on the warning track and hauls it in.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around and made a nice catch.
Now Correa up to hit. Correa checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. The pitch. And a strike in there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Good eye right there. The pitch. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. All set for the top of the sixth. Here's the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
The pitch. Slow roller up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And Bellinger is out.
Played that ball perfectly, had a good angle on it, and got off the long throw as quickly as he could have. And any more time he takes on that play, it's probably an infield hit. Great arm strength as well.
And next for New York, Ben Rice. And takes low for ball 1. That's down and in.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And now 3-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Liner, base hit. And it bangs up against the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
All over that one right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. McCullers gets the hook, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Steven Okert.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Man at second with one away. And next is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Rice leads off second with one gone in the inning. And now the count is even.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Harris has this one sized up. He's got it, and there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. A two-run blast. And now they're out in front. It's 3-2.
When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach you'll hit for a high average as well.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 25. And that's in there for strike one. Okert, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Houston, here's Yordan Alvarez. And the right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's in for a strike. Bullpen activity starting up now. Camilo Doval getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough, a left-hander, also throwing. And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the grab, one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Paredes in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Paredes, 24 years old, and he's a native of Mexico.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Righty delivers.
Ball. 2-2 down.
And that's in the dirt. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. On a line out towards center. Grisham makes the grab, and that's the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. All set for the start of the inning. Down the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And the pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Smith has a beat on it. And a quick out, number one. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. In there for strike one. The pitch. Trying to bunt his way on. And he can't come up with it. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Checks over to first. Back safely. There's a strike. Left-hand batter waits. And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Caballero, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Dives, but he can't get it. It's a foul ball. Next offering misses. 2-2. That's inside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And now the lefty struck him out looking. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. The lefty, the 1-0. Started to swing, held up.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Next pitch misses. And now 3-0. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. Kicks and deals. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Aaron Judge with a rocket, and they add on. It's 5-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, number 69.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Here's Cody Bellinger. In there at the knees. That's strike one. At the belt and fires.
Oh, that's it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty to the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Got him swinging. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now it's Christian Walker. A strikeout and a walk. And a pitch. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Outside corner, there's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And 1-2.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Here comes a pitch. Off the mark there. 2-2. And this one could be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. First pitch, and he just misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And the 1-0. And delivers outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-0. Runner leads away at second. There's the strike up high. 3-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Man at second. That one's in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
3-2 now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Dustin Harris up next for the Astros. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missing inside. Next one misses, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And down on strikes. That's out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Fernando Cruz into the game. So 2 down now, and here is Yainer Diaz. Line drive, base hit. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So up next, Bryce Matthews. That one's in there, 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one's in there. That's strike 2. And he deals. Got him. And that is that. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Astros 2. We go to the 8th, and now the first baseman, Ben Rice. The pitch. That's in there. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. Now 1-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And a ball and 2 strikes. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. There's a strike. Center field. Matthews settles under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
First pitch just misses. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one fouled off. The 1-1. A little bit low. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And there's ball 4.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boog?
2 on with 1 out. Next to hit, number 25. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So digging in, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And here it comes. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Hard ground ball, base knock. One run across. Harris fires it to the plate, and he's in there as they score a pair on the play.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Number 70 taking over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch. Strike two.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
And that's outside. Activity in the bullpen. Kai Wei Teng is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And now Trent Grisham. Matthews makes the catch, inning over. So 2 runs in the inning, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Astros 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Carlos Correa. Cruz back to work. Right side, hard hit. Rice takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now Yordan Alvarez. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. And that one is inside.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And the righty deals. And a good eye there. The pitch. That's a strike. 2-2 now. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grisham calls it in, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Kicks and fires. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. And downstairs.
2-1.
The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. That misses. And now it's 3-2. Jose Altuve to bat next. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're down 5. It's 7-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. It's Aaron Judge now. The wind of the pitch. That's through there for a strike.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. In there for strike 1. The pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Stepping in, Ben Rice. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. And that one fouled off. The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Another 1-2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And it is gone. He powers one out to right field, and they add a pair. It's 9-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Stanton now. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The pitch.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Hard hit left side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's in for a strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Kicks and deals. And 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next one misses. And that's ball 2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Brian King on the pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Braden Shoemake. He's forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury. And next for New York, number 25.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Now fly ball to right center. Smith under it. And there are 2 outs. And the batter now, Ryan McMahon.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
First offering, and it just misses. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And now the lefty. And it's even up. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. Two-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now a 9-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And a pitch. Way high. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches. 33 years old. And he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2007. Next offering in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ryan Yarbrough, the left-hander, up and throwing. Right-handed reliever. And that's in for a strike. And the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Here comes a pitch. In the dirt, 3-2 now.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at bat.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And he walked him.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Walker in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And it's out of here. He powers that one out to left, and they close the gap. It's 9-4.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Number 57 will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. That one's in there, 0-1. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Here the last half of inning number 9. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And here is Dustin Harris. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Out number 2.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, York Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. And now 1 strike away. Is just 1 strike away. Just off the inside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Here's a 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Just 1 strike away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Down to their final strike. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees slugged their way to a win in this one.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Guys can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show.